Hi everyone, it's me Gigi. Welcome back. I am here with the Crafty Christmas in July 25. Yes, it is hosted by Teri, Sweet Pea Papers. That's her YouTube. Everything's going to be in the description box just in case I missed something, and I apologize. Today is July 13th and there are so many collaborators. I don't know if you could really see their names. And also the Shabby Hippie will be on the 17th. But come on down. Look at all these wonderful collaborators. Remember to go on their YouTube and like, subscribe if you haven't yet. It started on the 1st. There's a link tree I'm going to be putting up, and you can go on there and subscribe to all these wonderful people. So there is also going to be a drawing, and that's on the 3rd of August, and it's going to be held on the YouTube of Sweet Pea Papers, which is Teri. There's going to be 20 prizes, and it's going to include even a free junk journal kits and ebooks. It's easy to enter. Create a Christmas project. Post a picture or a video, and you can put it on her Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. And remember, use the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 25. Every post, not a picture, a post, is worth 1 entry in the drawing. You can enter more than 1 post per day and post your entries by July 31st, because remember, the drawing is August 3rd. So remember, use the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July. So the other thing I wanted to tell you, I was able to use a digital that is by Creative Paper Artisan, and all these are on sale right now. If you wanted to follow along with any of these creative people, and this one that I am using is Christmas Mice and Mushrooms, and there's also another beautiful one that it is called Steampunk Christmas, and they're all on sale right now. They are 30% off only for the month of July. So let me show you what my creation first is this. I hope I don't make anyone dizzy, but I need you to see this. This is my Christmas tree I made. See the little Christmas tree? I made this because this is going to be for my granddaughters. Yes, I made the ornaments on here. I hope it shows you the whole thing. I made the ornaments on here because I made them each their own little journal. I thought this digital is just simply adorable. So let me go back here and let me show you their journals I made. I hope I have you in focus, and I'm so sorry if it got squeaky or anything. I have no clue. So this is the one I'm going to show you, but I also want to flip through really quickly. I am not done with these. I want to add everything more or less that this one has. All 3 are going to have the same thing, but I wanted to show you this. Look at the digital. And I used, of course, the stickles. You see the stickles here and there. And then I went ahead and put a little reindeer here. Or, yes, a little reindeer. I want to make him Rudolph. I'm put a little red nose. I just didn't have red, but I wanted to show you this. And this is going to be for one of my girls, and I popped him up here. So I'm going to show you this one really quick because it is not done. But here's this tag. I made this little pocket here. I will show you on this one what I'm planning on doing. See, I took the digital, cut it. I had folded over my paper. Okay. I am going to place it here, and I'm going to make it a flip. Okay, and then here's these. I also did use just this, what do you call that? Of course, I'm filming and I forget. Die cut. And then here's this Tim Holtz little girl. This is just from a music sheet. I put a little butterfly back there. Here's the mushroom. This is Merry Christmas. This is also Tim Holtz. And then I just put some seed beads. And here's this trim. Here's a snowman. And then here's this pocket that I put back here. I haven't finished this, and the reason for it is I do have family that is coming in. I just got notification that they are here. So I am so sorry for not finishing everything. But maybe at the end I will post you the whole video for you could see exactly how I finished it. So here's the other one. Isn't that cute? I did use this tinsel down here. Put a flower here, stickles there. I didn't do any stickles here. There's just a little dot there. And then you open it. Then they're all going to be the same. This is going to be a shaker. I will show you. I thought I had a shaker made for that. Anyways, they all have a doily, paper. Here's this little guy here. And then some of this. And there's this. I'm just showing you this because they're just a little bit different. That's going to have tags there. Here's the little mushroom. There's Santa Claus, black and white. See, it's got an opening here and then an opening here. And then I really loved using the Tim Holtz. I love the paper dolls. So I got the same little pocket, except this one's not a flip. I used it back there. I put this piece of paper here. I think I'm going to put something down here that says Merry Christmas, the mushrooms, and then look at the berries in the back. That is this here. Here's some flowers right there. So that's that. And then I might make another one. I just have this extra one here. And the reason I say I might make another one is because I have my great niece coming in. She is super crafty. And she actually loves coming in my room, but I hope she doesn't faint because it is a disaster. So let me flip through this. Here's a butterfly. Here's the little mouse. And then it says here's special delivery. I put the tinsel there. And then you see right here the stickles. I just enjoy the stickles. I know a lot of people don't like it, but if you do, use it. If you don't, no need. You don't have to use it. So then this is part of the digital. Put that there. This is material. That is zigzag. Rickrack, I should say. Here's a little card or tag. I didn't put a little hole there or put a ribbon like I did with some of the other ones. But here it is. Here's the doily. Here is this little mouse here with this pretty little ribbon. And this little ribbon, I will tell you where it's from. But I just put this little piece here in the back, and then there it is, and I just stuck it on there. I know this is not Christmas, but I like the way it picked up the green, so I just put it here on the music sheet. So, oh, did I not? Okay, so this actually, I made this way. There we go, see? You just slide it in there. I did that because this way my granddaughters can take it apart or do what they want. Or maybe, oh, this is from the other one, but it's okay. We're still going to use it. Here's a shaker. Okay, I just used the digital. I put some mica flakes. That is Martha Stewart's glitter. And so now it says Burr. So I did this. It's going to go here. Now here, we have a surprise. Ta-da! So if I can put a piece of paper there and she can write herself a note and she can close it. And you'll never know. I added this Christmas tree. Then you flip it. So this is from the other book, so I'm so sorry. So here is this, what I was talking about. This is this little thing that I made, this pocket. Here's the Tim Holtz paper dolls. Here's the mushroom again. And then there's this label down here. In here, we have this tag, the little mouse. And it can go back in its pocket. Or you can even put it this way. I don't think it fit to close. No, it does not. So let's not do that. We'll do it this way. If we want to put something here, we can always put this little mushroom guy here. Isn't that cute? Then you close it. This is part of a music sheet. So we're going to leave it like that. Okay, then we have this. I think this is the extra one I stuck. It is. So there's that. Here is this is the other one. Actually, it goes in that one. But I will change it. But I still think this is a cute idea. Here's this. This is all from the kit. And you open this. I just added this simple little, it's like a star and it has a brat on it. Then you flip it. Here's a belly band, all from the same kit. I put a piece of ribbon, and then I just stuck this piece of paper there. Okay, and then we have this. This little guy is cute. Here's my doily. I folded it. This is actually a die cut, and this die cut, but once I added the stickles, look how it made it more soft looking, not so bright. But you could do it the way you'd like. Here's the other side of that music sheet. Here's this. This is some more of that beautiful ribbon. I put this here. This actually, I believe, goes in that book. And then there's this here. Then I added here a mushroom charm. Isn't that cute? So it's just gonna hang out like that. Just a little mushroom. And then here's this side of the paper, music sheet. More of this beautiful ribbon that already comes scrunched up for you. And here, I added a doily. On that doily, here's the same thing as this. This is just a lighter color. Put the stickles, the green one on it. And that's how it looks. I really like this. I think it's super cute. Put my mushroom there in the middle of my doily. So now I have a doily here. Then I flip it open. And I might add something here, or I might just leave it like that for my granddaughter. This is part of the digital. I just tore it. And then I used my Tim Holtz Distress ink. And then here's another shaker card. Is that cute? I thought that was super cute. Okay, and my shaker cards, I use this. This is just a plastic from some of my things that I end up throwing it away, but some I do save. I do like the button here. It's super cute. So this will go back here. And then you just flip it. This is the back. Here is this tinsel. Now I used a rubber band or elastic because I want them to be able to put paper in here, take it out, whatever they want to do. All the other ones are gonna have the same. The only thing I wanted to put beads through here, but the beads, the holes are not big enough. Let me see if I could show you. See how tiny that hole is? I mean, you could barely even see it. And this is super thick. So I'm gonna have to come up with another idea for that. But I'm going to set this here, and I'm going to show you how I made these. Okay, so here's another one of these cute little ornament that I made for their tree. And I'm going to place it over here. I'll show you in a bit so you could see where I'm going to put it, and you can see how cute it looks. But let me just show you how I would do that. Here is part of the digital. I cut this piece off and added it to here. This is on another tag. And then I added, let's see if you could see that. This makes it look like holly, even though I don't believe it is. I don't think, no, this is not holly. So I added that, put a little pearl there. Can you see that? Put a little pearl, and then there is my stickles. So what I want to show you is, for this, I just took a piece of this, and I'm going to cut it. And I just cut it with regular scissors. You can cut it with whatever you like, but you cut it with regular scissors. And just twist it to the size you want. You can add little seed beads on here, but I'm not going to do it with this one. I'm just going to do it this way. I turned it over, and then, oh, and by the way, this wire is jewelry wire. And this is from Joanne, so this is pretty old. My daughter and I used to make jewelry. And get this piece back here. Yep, it's gonna work. So now I'm going to bend it a little bit. And I just use fabric tack. Yes, regular fabric tack glue. So let me put a little bit here, a little bit here. Okay, I hope I'm in focus. I apologize if I'm not. There we go. I just place it down. And then this piece here will give it more support. I could just throw it on here like that, like a glob. And then do this. Let me know in the comments if you like the idea of making a little Christmas tree like this with this simple little ornaments. I just thought this would be so cute because, there we go. I'm going to make a mess. So I just clipped that there. Oops, it moved. Let's move it back. So I'm just going to clip that here, there. You're probably thinking, oh my gosh, you're a mess. Yes, that's why I say I am sticky fingers, because I'm always a mess. So I'm going to stick this here, and it will hold it down because I will show you in a few minutes the other ones, and then you can just clean it up. Get some of this glob off. There we go. So that's going to be there. I have my wipes. Here they are. I'll get some of these baby wipes out. Wipe my hand and move that over so you could see. And I will show you. On this here, they have little stars, and I'm going to turn it around so you could see what I'm talking about once I get this glue off, most of this glue off my fingers. So, this is the making of an ornament, a little simple ornament for your little tree. And what I was going to show you was these little stars that are hanging on these. See the little star? Okay, it's just this. I think this is from Joann's, I'm not sure. Land beading. So Joann's already closed. It says glass beads. I didn't think these were glass. They feel like plastic. But either way, I had saved some of this. I cut this part off right there. And if you can tell, this is what I did. I just glued the white. But this was an afterthought, so that's why you see that there. And then I added this piece here. And I added the beads. So this, I am thinking, I will show you where I put it. I think I'm going to put it. I think I'm going to move this here and then put this here. And I will flip the camera for you could see what I'm talking about. I apologize. Let me move this just a little bit for you could see. So, are you ready? There's the Christmas tree again. See that? Isn't that cute? I'm not quite sure if it reached all the way to the top, and I'm so sorry, but I hope it does. And then I am going back down, and there we go. So let me know in the comments what you think. As soon as this dries, I am also going to set it there on the Christmas tree. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. I appreciate your comments also. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Subscribe and like. And remember, use the hashtag and go look at everyone's videos. There are over 50 videos that you will be watching. So thank you, everyone. I hope everyone has a great Sunday. Bye-bye now.